All right, today I'm going to walk you through some stretches to do after you've been sitting all day. I don't know about you, but I've been doing classwork, working from home, and the majority of that is sitting. So you can do these following stretches throughout the day if you're feeling like, you don't want to go outside for a walk, but you want to switch it up and give your muscles a little bit of a stretch. So what we're going to start out with is, if you're sitting, stand up and just take 3 deep breaths, get that blood flowing. All right, we're going to start with a chest stretch. So bring your arms out and stretch out your chest. So I'm pinching my shoulder blades behind me, and then you can let it go. Just do that a couple times. Stretch out your neck too. Hold for as long as you feel like you want to feel that stretch for. And let yourself relax. Next we're going to put our arms behind our heads, balance your feet out here, and just stretch to the side. And switch. Breathing through all of these stretches. You can do it as many times as you need to. The next one, if you can reach your hands behind you and touch them, stretching out your chest again, just with a little bit more resistance from holding your hands back there. Some people like to do the stretch like this. You can do that too. You can take a rest, let your arms hang down a little bit. You can do that one more time. And relax. Next, you're going to need something like long, so I'm using some stretchy leggings. You can use a towel. If you have any sort of TheraBand or exercise band, you can use that too. What we're going to do is hold, about this far apart. If you put your hands closer together, this will be more difficult. But what we're going to do is gently roll this all the way back. And if you can't roll all the way back, you can just roll up to here. So you can go halfway like this, or if you have that mobility, you can go all the way around and bring it back. Do this slowly, just about range of motion of your shoulders. If I were to hold this closer together, I'd only be able to go up here. So again, whatever range of motion you have, just doing this a few times. Breathing through these stretches. All right, you can put that down. Next, we're going to do a standing hip stretch. So you're going to stand, feet shoulder width apart. You can put your hands on your hips here. And we're just going to be stretching over and coming back up. Do a couple. I also feel this in the backs of my legs, which means I need to stretch my hamstrings. Alrighty, any other standing stretches that you feel would be beneficial to you, you can obviously do. There's a standing stretch video that I have that you can watch as well, but next we're going to do some floor stretches that'll help after you've been sitting for a while. Right, if you've got a mat or some carpet, somewhere comfortable, first thing we're going to do is a deep lunge. So you're going to come up in a plank position, and you're going to bring your foot up just as far as you can up here, and you're just going to hold this. So I'm stretching out my hips here. Hold it for as long as you feel comfortable, and then you're going to want to switch. So this plank position, bring your foot up and just let your body sink into this stretch. And come back up. We're going to do that one more time. Breathing nice and deep throughout all of these stretches. And switch again, holding them for as long as you need to feel a stretch but not a strain. All right, and relax. Next we're going to do our cat-cow. So if you come up on your hands and knees, everything's shoulder width apart, and you're going to stretch your stomach towards the ground and your head up. And then you're going to switch. Just alternating. Taking good deep breaths. Feeling your spine stretch out as you're doing this. All right, and then you can relax. The next one we're going to do is similar to that deep lunge, but just a little bit different. So you're going to find a position, one knee on the ground, one knee up, and then you're just going to ease your way into it. So again, this is stretching the hips, but we're not putting as much pressure on our shoulders to keep us up. You don't have to go far. If you can only go this far, that's great, at least you're stretching. And then we can switch. If you're struggling with balance, you can use the wall and help you balance. You can put your hands on your hips. And relax. We're going to do that one more time. So switching to the other side and just leaning in. So I'm feeling a little bit of a strain going this far forward, so I'm going to come back a little bit so I can hold this stretch without feeling the strain. Just because I can go that far doesn't mean I have to. And then switch again. Stretching is a great way to reset your brain if you've been working for a couple hours and you're feeling low energy. Stretching is an easy way to kind of reset and set your intentions to, I'm going to take this 15 minutes and stretch out. You can come back up, and then I'm going to get back to work. All right. So our next stretch we're going to do here is just a deep squat. So finding some sure footing on the ground and then just letting yourself sit in to this position. If this is difficult for you, you can spread your legs out wider. You can have your arms on the ground to help you. I don't have very flexible ankles, so often I have to widen my stance a little bit here. But I'm just letting my behind sink down, stretching our hips out again. And you can come out of that. And the last stretch we're going to do requires us to lay on the ground. I'm going to put both of my knees together and I'm just going to twist them to one side, keeping my shoulder blades on the ground and just taking a couple deep breaths here. and you can switch. So knees together, shoulder blades on the ground, and just twist them to the side. And you can relax. So those are just a couple stretches that you can do after you've been sitting for a long time or been in the same position for a long time. I highly recommend, even if you don't do a whole stretch routine throughout your day, just to get up, take a lap around your house, take a lap outside, just to keep the blood flowing. I know it's hard to transition from people going outside all the time to then being in their house pretty much 24/7. So be good to yourself, stretch it out, and enjoy the rest of your day.